Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Fannin. I'm the Director of Financial Aid at Shasta College, and I was asked to put together a short video summarizing how to use MyShasta self-service at Shasta College to review financial aid information. The place that you'll find all of this is in our portal. It's linked at the top of every single one of our website pages. And if you're on mobile, it'll be more at the middle of the screen. When you click on Shasta portal, it'll ask you to log in using the student email that we provide. And it'll have a list of different apps. The first one is MyShasta. When you click on that, it'll take you to this screen here where it says welcome. And the very first and second tab are student finance. This is where you pay for classes and see your account statements. And then financial aid. This is where all of the info we'll be going over today is going to be. The other tab that you'll want to pay attention to when attending Shasta College is this student planning section. This is where you actually find the classes and register for them if you're not doing so in person with us or with our counselors. When you select financial aid, it'll take you to the summary page. The first thing you'll want to check is the academic year. So for fall 25 and spring 26, that's the 2025-26 FAFSA or CADA, the free application for federal student aid, or California DREAM Act application. If you have not done one of those two applications, this will not be selected. It'll just be blank or show a previous year. So make sure that you're on the current year when reviewing this page. This might be deceptive. You might be looking at 24 and see everything is checked mark done, but actually we're in fall 25, spring 26 at this time, and you just haven't done the most recent FAFSA yet. And same will go if you attend the future semester. It'll say fall 26, spring 27. The top banner here will show your satisfactory academic progress at colleges that are Title IV eligible, that is, colleges eligible for loans and for Pell Grants. You must maintain satisfactory academic progress, which is a minimum of 2.0 GPA for 4.0 systems, which all community colleges are 4.0 systems. So GPA of 2.0, you must complete 2/3 of the classes you attempt, and you may not exceed 150% of the classes needed to complete your current program. So generally here at Shasta College, we have 60 unit degrees for associates, which means if you've taken 90 or more units worth of class attempts, that you would become ineligible due to not meeting satisfactory academic progress. So those are the three standards: GPA 2.0, complete 2/3 of your classes, don't attempt 150% of the classes you need to finish without finishing your degree. It will have useful info about your current stats, if you've taken any classes with us, and how close you are and how well you're doing according to satisfactory academic progress. And if you do become ineligible, which some of our high school students do due to taking concurrent classes and not completing them or withdrawing from them, it does affect financial aid even if you were attending as a high schooler. So please keep that in mind. And if you are taking any classes, please take them very serious. They do have consequences that can harm you in the future, but hopefully they help you just make progress towards a degree while you're still in high school and make progress towards your high school completion if there is overlap there. So for most students, this will just say satisfactory and you can move on, or maybe warning, and then again, that's just a warning. But if it does have like a red exclamation point, you want to click on there for more information. The checklist is where you'll want to check for most students, which is why we call it that. Generally, for the majority of you, you'll just see 4 check marks. You're all set to go, and then you can move on to just reviewing your financial aid offers. But if there is something here with an action needed, you'll want to select this, required documents. These will have step-by-step instructions of what we're asking you to do and why. Some will be a link to a form, some will be linked to our website or a PDF with more information about your specific account. These are customized to you. The main one that will hinder a student from getting financial aid is something called a verification. This is something that all colleges are required to do according to federal and state standards. Sometimes when you do a FAFSA or CADA, the state or the federal government, federal student aid, will ask us to verify specific information on that verification. This will have a link to our verification and appeals website, which we call student forms. And there will be a box here saying needs action, and it will have very direct instructions on exactly why you were selected for verification and what information we're trying to verify. This can be as simple as a form you fill out with, say, your family size. What are the names and ages of your parents and who other siblings or other dependents in your household? Or it might just say, hey, we're being asked to verify your identity. Please come into campus and sign a document and bring your ID. But it could be anything on the FAFSA or CADA. It could be about tax information, about household size, about questions you answered on there. There's dozens of things it could be, but our Student Forms website and application is very comprehensive and will have very direct, explicit instructions with help links. And we hope it will not be ambiguous at all and tell you exactly what you need to do and why. So that's the big important one. If you have a verification and it doesn't say received here, or completed, you'll want to do that right away because that will hinder financial aid. Most things on these screens will hinder financial aid if not completed. There is one exception, and it's the most common one in required documents, which is send high school transcripts to the admissions and records office. This is not a block. It does not block financial aid. It does not block you from registration. This is just a convenient place for us to set reminders. Because we are an institution of higher ed, we want your transcripts from other colleges and high schools, and this is kind of a default reminder saying we haven't got those yet. Generally, a lot of our local high schools send transcripts for you automatically to Shasta College, but some of you will have to request that from the registrar's office. If you've already requested it and it doesn't say complete here, that's no worries. We do get many, many transcripts sent to us, and there's just some intake time before we can link that to your account. So if you requested it, don't worry about it. Again, this isn't a block, but if you haven't yet, it's a good idea. It can help you with prerequisites. There might be even something that could be articulated for credit, and it's very useful, especially when you're meeting one of our counselors, that we have those records on file so we can see which classes you're taking, make a more comprehensive choice about what classes to suggest to you going forward. So on the screen, you'll want to make sure everything on here is reviewed. And the high school one, this is less of a big deal, but you still want to send those transcripts to us because they can only help you. The other place I suggest checking is My Awards or Financial Aid Offer. This can be reached on the main financial aid page. There's also this sidebar extendable menu in the financial aid section where there's different things you can access. So the financial aid offer is a summary of the different financial aid awards you could be eligible for. Some are state, some are federal, some are grants like Cal Grant or Student Success Completion Grant. These are cash funds sent to students that are not expected to be repaid. Some are work, like work study or loans, and they'll have a small summary of different information, and these do customize depending on which awards you have. And there's also going to be a PDF link here. This would be if you were, for example, applying for a scholarship, or there were other, sometimes, like if you're getting your first apartment on your own, they might ask for proof of income, and a financial aid offer, if you're a full-time student and don't have other income, would be something that could satisfy that, saying, here's my grants that the schools are offering me, which I'll be earning while I attend. Another very useful screen that I would suggest any student review is the first tab, Student Finance. This is where you'll pay for classes, and this also will have a summary of your statement for a particular term. So I have lots of test accounts. These are when I was a student back here in 2016 and 2017, but 21 is when I became an employee here at Shasta College. So these are all just test registrations, but this is a test account. But for yours, it will have real data that updates in real time. So as soon as you register, you'll see the screen update. And what I would suggest is right here, this view statement. If you select this, it'll create a PDF for you that has a very comprehensive summary of all the info about the charges for any classes, the names of your classes, how much. Once you start attending and you're getting financial aid for a particular term, it'll say how much financial aid got sent on which dates. This is also a very useful just information summary, and it's broken up by semester. So we'll make a statement for you for every single term. And it has most info that you would need to show anybody who was asking, or just a nice thing for your records to keep track of which classes and how much those classes were billed. For a lot of our California residents, which I assume most of the people watching this video would be, there is something called the California College Promise Grant, which is a state grant that waives all fees, tuition fees for students. So the only cost to the actual student would be health and campus fees, which are once per semester. So $47.50 is the typical amount that one of our California resident students would pay for a full term of registration, $47.50. It really is the price of, a couple pizzas to go here for a full term for the majority of our students. We also have something called the Shasta Promise Program, where if the state won't waive your tuition, we as a district will waive your tuition if you're attending full time. So that for us, that means 12 units, typically 4 classes or more, and we'll pay the tuition. So 100% of new students can attend for basically free, for zero tuition, as long as they are California residents. You just need to do a FAFSA or CADA first, and we will automatically award those. So I hope this short summary helps. My name is Michael Fannin. I'm the director here for financial aid. I'm also helping out with admissions and records. At Shasta College, we are a combined department. You can ask for me if you have any questions, especially if you're a high school counselor and have something a little more specific or detailed. But all of our assistance is free and available every workday. You can email us at financialaid@shastacollege.edu, or you can call us at 530-242-7650, or just come into main campus. We have we have a whole campus full of help staff that are happy and willing to assist you with registration, with class planning, with financial aid, anything. If you're just a first-time student, you just need to know how it works. We're here to walk you through that. We want you to be successful. We are publicly funded, so we are dictated by the state to make this as affordable as possible, and we go through strides to make that happen. So for the majority of everyone watching this video, this is the cheapest and most affordable way to get a higher education. You can get, like I said, $47.50 for a full-term semester. For 2 full years, you can earn an associate's degree here for less than $200, genuinely. And that can save you years of tuition at a higher ed, like a CSU or UC, typically much, much, much more, even with grants. So if money is a concern at all, I strongly suggest you reach out to us, get financial aid advice, and apply for that free application for federal aid, FAFSA, or the free state application, CADA. I hope this helps. Reach out to us if you have any questions, and I hope everyone has a good day and that you have a bright future with us. If you intend to go into higher ed at all, we're here to help. First time or just trying to save money, we're here to help. So thank you all for your time, and thank you for your attention.